Today we're going to replace the carburetor on an SRM 210 Echo trimmer. This is a sturdy little trimmer, so it's definitely worth saving. Replacing the carburetor is a super quick job. Some advice: if you haven't done this before, take pictures here and here before you start. That way you won't wonder where they go together. Okay, the only tricky part to the whole thing is taking the throttle off. So we'll get it nice and close for that. See, it runs through this screw. The trick to it is you push the accelerator all the way up, push that through, let go of the accelerator, and it pops right off. Putting it back on is a little bit more fidgety, but it's the same process in reverse. Okay, so we'll pop our fuel lines off. We'll put our new carburetor on, and you always want to do this part first. Now this edger's already got new fuel lines on it that we put on last week, so that's all good. So we'll thread that through the hole. That bolt, you can adjust your throttle tension. You almost never have to. Okay, you see it comes through, but our receiving hole is blocked by the body of that. So we're going to pull the accelerator all the way. We're going to line that up straight. Lay our cable in. And while we're holding that, hit the gas. You see it popped right back in. You might have to play with it a little bit more than that, but you get the point. Now, after you put the fuel lines back on, pump the fuel bulb a couple of times, just to make sure you've got them on the right way before you put the carburetor back on. And that looks good. Okay, we've got one gasket. When you put it back together, got a gasket here. Make sure you keep this on. That's where you bolt your air cleaner on. Okay, always put this on the bolts running through. It'll never say on this when you're doing it. Okay, we're not going to use a screw gun to put it back on because we don't want to over torque it any. And there you have it. The carburetor in 5 minutes flat. Okay, it looks pretty good. Now, let's zoom it out a little bit. We'll get our tools out of the way. And let's see if our trial by fire, does she run? Hit the choke, hit the gas. And you couldn't ask for much more than that. And believe it or not, it's just that easy to change the carburetor. People throw these things away all the time, and I've got no idea why.